It's now been a couple of classes, a couple of weeks that I have been doing belly dancing. In fact, quite a few weeks. And some of the awareness of strengths and areas for growth are the following. I think throughout the dance classes, some of the areas of awarenesses that strengths that I have found are that I'm actually very flexible. Some of the dance postures in belly dancing, it requires a lot of flexibility. So you need flexible shoulders, hands, and the whole work with the hands and the legs together, the flexibility that creates, and the whole back, your spine needs to be really flexible. And before, in the start, I never used to be able to do that, but I think with a lot of practice, especially at home, just when I'm getting ready or something, I'd be like practicing my little moves and everything. And throughout the weeks, as weeks went by and as I started getting more classes and rehearsing a little bit more and practicing my dance steps at home, I think one of the strengths are now that I am very flexible. And my teacher, Sherry, is also very happy to hear that, and she now sees it as well. So the other day she did make a comment about it, saying that she's more free to give me more steps now because of my flexibility. Also, I have built up my stamina. I think belly dancing is a strenuous activity. It's very pretty to look at. It feels good when you're doing it, but it just holds a lot of strain, especially in your abdominal muscles, and your hamstrings and your thigh muscles. It's a lot of strain gets on it, and you do get out of breath. But I think I have built up the stamina before, and I have always been a dancer ever since I was young, so I don't think stamina was such a big problem, such a big challenge. So yes, I am definitely, and I do believe that is one of my strengths, is that I have got enough stamina. Another strength that I have and that I'm aware of by attending these classes is that I can keep up with my mentor. Sherry has been an amazing teacher. I love her. I think she goes with a lot of ease. She has such graceful movements that you not only are inspired by her, but you envy her as well. And I think the way she teaches is amazing, and I completely believe that teaching makes the best impression. So if I think the teacher is good, then I'm sure the pupil will learn faster, and if not, then not. But Sherry definitely is a wonderful teacher, and sometimes when I'm in doubt, I ask her. But most of the times, yes, I can keep up with her. And I think it's just that I have a good grasping power overall. So that definitely makes a big difference as well. So I can keep up with the mentor, and she's very happy to know that I can do that. And it's fun because it's not as stressful then, because sometimes in the beginning, when everything was new to me, the whole concept of belly dancing was new to me. I never really knew the steps, but as I started to get into it more, I found out that I could keep up with her, and I knew exactly what step or where she's going to put her foot or how she's going to move her hand, and so I could keep up with her. And lastly, I could carry out sequences very well, and that, again, going back to my whole grasping power, I think it's a whole different thing of you learning, but then putting it together and making it look pretty is a whole different thing. So, I can actually, I think after a couple of weeks of practicing and strenuous practices, I have been able to carry out these sequences very well. And yet, there are areas for growth, and they are that I need precision in my moves. Even though I can carry out the moves well, I'm sure that there are different moves, or the way I move my hand, for example. I think you need to be very graceful in that, and the precision, especially just the challenge of keeping your back straight again. is very essential and is a key part to trying to get your moves to be precise. The whole point of belly dancing is that you're there, and it's a very sensuous dance. But you're talking a lot, especially with your eye movements, your expressions, your hands, just the way that belly moves and the way that hip moves. If you're not precise, it looks floppy. And I have to be honest here, but in the beginning, I remember Sherry telling me, she goes, Radhika, seriously, you are so floppy, you're just sloppy, you're just going everywhere. You're not precise with your movements. And it was because I wasn't used to the whole dance form. I think that's another part of it. But I definitely believe that through time and hopefully in the coming months and the coming dance practices that I do at home and with Sherry, I can get those precise movements and my precision becomes better. Also, to help the precision, I have to try and keep a straight back all the time. I think with belly dancing, it's all about, and not just belly dancing, but any form of dancing. Take ballet, contemporary, jazz, lots of Indian art forms, Japanese dances, cultural dances. What makes a dancer different to just a normal dancer, a person who dances just for fun, is the fact that they would keep a straight back. And I have never really, not kept a straight back. I mean, my back is usually straight, but I think with belly dancing, because the whole movement comes from the belly, it makes it easier, and it makes it more essential for one to keep their back straight so that they can get the precise movements. So I'm sure I can grow in that area. And to keep the posture with your knees intact and your thighs intact, and to make sure your hands are exactly where they're supposed to be and to flow in the correct order. So the whole stance makes a big difference. And I'm sure that through time, I can, me being a perfectionist, I will perfect it. And I will get a perfect stance for my performance. And lastly, another area of growth is that I need more concentration. I've sort of noticed that I don't really concentrate that much, and my attention span is not that much, to be honest. But I'm sure with when time goes by and I get encouraged by the dance forms, and I'm getting more stressed out in a good way, good stress. In a form of encouragement, I can definitely concentrate more on the dance sequences, my posture, and just trying to keep up with the mentor. So overall, there are many points of growth. I am working on them, and hopefully at the end, I will succeed and I will be a good belly dancer. Thank you.